Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Veroosh and this is your collective reading. I hope you guys enjoy it. I just filmed like 10 minutes of a collective reading and then I saw an eagle fly by, and since I learned how to autofocus on my camera, I've been excited to catch an eagle in flight, but unfortunately Hedrick has not been around, so I'm gonna have to wait on that a little bit. Anyway, so I got up to film the eagle and the sucker flew by, so I totally missed him. But you'll definitely see it when I catch a good glimpse of him or one of them. There's so many eagles up here and other birds as well. So anyway, sorry about that. You won't see the original video, but in short, the collective message was, turn your back on things that are hurtful towards you, turn towards new beginnings and, good and positive feelings about what you're doing and who you are. And I feel like there could be someone around you who you have a lot of compassion for. And unfortunately, I think that they may be hurting you. They may be, in some way hurtful towards you or bringing negativity in. My background in social work kind of led me to this decision for myself. I've been working in social work since I was a teenager, first as a volunteer and then professionally. And one of the things that I learned, because I worked with very marginalized populations, people that, were street entrenched, who were substance abuse, they used substances, trapped in prostitution and all sorts of different, very difficult situations. And, I've made the personal decision, and this is why I don't work in social work anymore. I mean, this is social work, but you know what I mean. I just don't really work for an organization because I came to realize that I can't allow myself to help people who are hurting me. And working as a social worker, you sort of have to put up with that. That's a part of the job, especially when you're working with people that are heavily marginalized, who are using very heavy drugs, like, I don't know, accelerants of some kind. There's a lot of really trippy drugs out there right now that are making people act crazy, and they need help too. So if you're a social worker, you have to sort of put up with those behaviors or manage them in some way. But for me personally, that was never a good choice. And so my rule for myself, and I think it's a good rule for many people, is be willing to help others until such a time as they're actively trying to hurt you. If they're trying to actively hurt you, even if it is through their drug and alcohol dependency, their personality disorder, or whatever is going on, I think that that's when you draw the line between, altruism and self-protection. You don't deserve to be hurt. You don't deserve to be the subject of that kind of energy, and you won't be able to help. So when people are using substances, and they're a couple, they have to go through treatment very often separately, because otherwise they pull each other in to the situation. Likewise, if, for example, a family has someone who's going through like a personality disorder, they need a psychologist or a psychiatrist from outside the family and a third party intervention. No one's going to love them enough to help them through, whatever it is that they're dealing with. That's why people who feel like they're helping someone, altruistically, sometimes step over the line and become flying monkeys or enablers, and they think that they're helping this person, but they're actually just enabling avoidance, and it's a really sad way to look at it. So there was that energy there where, something that you feel vulnerable to, in the sense that you have compassion for somebody's situation, circumstances, come through, but also like they come through, but also like they're hurting you, and that hurting point is the line you should draw. Never help people who are actively hurting you. Your primary focus should be making sure that you're not being hurt. And so it's easier. It seems like a truism, like a very basic thing, but it's actually something a lot of people miss. So that's why I wanted to share it. I'm gonna do astrology readings on Twitter. at Veroosh Tarot, and I'm doing them daily. I find it easier to do than doing a daily show here. Although you'll see daily content from me, it's just going to look differently on YouTube. So it's at Veroosh Tarot, hashtag Dailyish. That's my astrology Twitter thing. And then the second piece is that I pick the best content and put it on Instagram at Veroosh Astrology, and I'll put all the links in the description. So if you want to go check me out in those places, that's a way to follow the astrology piece. Okay, so why don't we begin with this reading? I'm kind of playing with this reading to be your November-ish reading, the next sign by sign reading that I do. So please let me know in the comments if you like it or not. Okay, so here is your collective reading, meaning it's for everyone. So we have the base chakra. This card actually literally came up in the other situation in this position, in the root position. And I was kind of drawn to tell you guys about how quarantine has rooted most of us and how that's made our lives noticeably different from the world we've been born into, which is one of open borders and travel and relocation being a normal thing. So now many of us who are used to even going somewhere for the weekend, now there's much more limitation to that because we want to protect each other and ourselves, right? So the core energy is that of a sitting duck. We're all sort of sitting ducks in this energy. And yeah, so we're very much kind of rooted to the point of a little bit of discomfort. And, you know, it affects things like our social patterns because friends come and go, especially like casual friends. And with this happening, quarantine or these kinds of restrictions, our natural abilities to socialize have been affected. So these casual friends, peripheral friends, not people that are really close, you know, they're meant to come and go. You're meant to have lots of different experiences. And with quarantine, we don't really get that, right? So right away, it's affecting our ability to socialize, make new friends, make new connections. So you might be feeling a little bit isolated and lonely, but don't. So we have the Ace of Cups. Don't feel isolated and lonely. Just know that you're not alone in this. And for you, new beginnings are coming, which is the Ace of Cups. So new beginnings are here before you. I think the energy is actually really good. That's why I'm talking about this now. I feel like maybe you feel more empowered and more strong to take a look at a situation that you have great empathy for and sort of understand how that's not working in your favor and how that's hurting you. And it's time to focus on a new direction for yourself, a positive direction, one that grows in positive ways and that is abundant, right? Okay, then below the surface we have the Six of Wands, believe and succeed. So you're taking steps in your life in the positive direction. I don't think you have to worry about what's going on. There's like a little nervousness about what's happening, whether you'll see it through, whether it will work out, whether it'll be okay. But this is saying that everything will be okay. And in fact, everything's on the right path to new beginnings. Okay, next card. We have the Emperor coming in. This is Aries energy, lead. So somebody of great importance could be coming into your life and bringing in success with new beginnings and new prosperity. The emerging energy is the Ace of Wands, new vitality. So it looks like, you know, amid all of these other energies, some really good energies are happening around you. New beginnings, you know, take new beginnings, new opportunities, new points of creativity, new things to get excited about, new relationships. I feel like somebody is being drawn in for you, somebody who is very important. We'll see more about this person in a little bit, okay? So here is the next energy. We have the Four of Wands, okay? So it feels like you're getting closer and closer with someone. I feel as though somebody is reaching out. That's the Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So somebody's making a point of it to try to get to know you, to be close with you, to improve things, to make things better. Somebody might be motivated to bring to you a real balance and bring to you shared resources. So somebody wants to reconnect with you, somebody wants to make things right, somebody really wants that warmer, more serious connection. So maybe something has slowed you down. I'm a person who's pretty not in one place for too long, you know, and not only just moving, which isn't really true. I've really settled down. When I was younger, I was here, there, everywhere, but my energy is sort of all over the place. I do lots of different things in different directions, and this is very true for me, that it really anchored me down, and maybe for you too. This energy sort of anchored you down to one thing, and it feels very strange to you. It feels like a strange experience. But in doing so, maybe now he can catch up to you. Maybe he can now, in some way, energetically meet you where you're at, because you can't go anywhere for the time being. We have the Five of Cups energy, and then we have the Ten of Wands. So I feel as though there's self-esteem issues with the person that you're dealing with. I feel like they feel overwhelmed by the things pressing on them. They might be really shy to come forward and to show you affection. I feel like they may be irritable or just shy. They're very, very shy with regard to their energy towards you. Now, if you're in a relationship already, this could be a friend, or this could be a new ally coming in. So don't feel like, you have to change relationships or something like that. Someone with very altruistic feelings is coming towards you, but I do feel like they have self-esteem issues. So those self-esteem issues prevent their ability to bring forward the kind of information, the kind of energy that they want towards you. They sort of self-censor themselves. You have the Eight of Swords, okay? And you have the Nine of Cups. So something that has been blocking you is going to be removed, especially with regard to a problem that you seem to have not been able to overcome. So I feel like anything that felt like a mountain in front of you that you can't get through is going to work itself out. And I feel like things are going to turn out for the much better. And there's going to be a change of luck. Something opportune is going to come in, and it's going to really help you to break out of your shell and go a different direction. We have the Knight of Wands here. Somebody's coming through town, and Six of Swords. So it could be a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries, or any other sign. That's just a guide. But I feel like maybe somebody's going to come and go very quickly. Someone who, is a lot of fun, maybe somebody from your past. And I feel like maybe this person, it's just something in passing that's going to come up, a visit or a connection. So now that we've seen all of this energy, let's take one more pass through our cross. And I'm using the Osho Zen Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks. We have the Master in the center. So there is that major rooting energy. You're grounding your energy. You're defining who you are. You get to practice who you are and reiterate that which you've been doing over and over again. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So I feel as though the Ace of Politics, it's such a weird card for the Seven of Swords. In this card, it really looks duplicitous or disingenuous, but I don't feel like you have something to worry about. I feel as though I think that somebody's putting on a bit of a mask. Somebody is like putting on a bad image to hide their true feelings. So I feel as though there's an energy, like the energy behind them is genuine love, but how they could be coming across towards you is even a little bit, unfriendly or dismissive. So if you feel like somebody doesn't like you so much, you might be surprised at just how much they do. So you might have an eye-opening experience. Then below the surface is the Nine of Wands. And so the success is yours and yours alone in what you're doing right now. And it is a little bit autonomous. It's a little bit your own thing. and you're supposed to stick to that. And that's where a lot of growth happens. That's where you'll finally resolve something that's been an issue for you and overcoming some kind of burden. And then the oncoming energy is the Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be any kind of sign, but I do feel like somebody's coming in with a genuine offer. Somebody's offering you something from their heart. The Emperor energy, it could be with your career or it could be your partner, but there could be like a very forthright offer that's coming into your life to help your circumstances. Okay. And then we have the Hanged Man, which is new vision. I love this card. So, and I like how it matches the Ace of Wands in the other deck. So I feel like there is this energy here of, you know, things are coming, but you need to give them time to figure out who is who and what is what. Primarily, I feel like there are two different relationships that are coming up for you. There's the one that seems a little bit hostile, but there is good love behind it. And so maybe just, you know, wait it out and see what the outcome of that is. I feel like maybe the message around people who are hurting you is to do with this person. So I feel like maybe this is more of a friendship or a social connection where someone, I don't know, just comes across as a bit rough. Maybe around friends, you're hearing things and you're like, this person doesn't really like me. I think there's genuine feelings behind that, good feelings. And maybe if you just hold still like the Master does, then those outcomes will come through in the positive. But there is an energy coming in here with a very firm energy of love, trust, you know, goodwill, fidelity, wanting to bring something in, wanting to offer solutions to things. I feel like this person might be a part of the solution with whatever has been stopping you. And so, you know, in time that will produce an outcome that will be more favorable. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to make the energy real. I'm going to do a click through for pick a card love readings. So my pick a card channel, youtube.com/pick a card, is going to be dedicated to love, and I posted a video yesterday, how does he feel about you? So if you guys want to check that out, then I hope you like it. I'm going to post the rest of the karma readings for members, and I'll post that in your community tab when it's ready for you guys today. And then I'm thinking Leo and Capricorn North Node, it's time. So anyway, have a nice Saturday, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And yeah, enjoy the other readings. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.